quickly move on to Mr. Siddharth Dominic, CEO of CG Earth Wellness. Siddharth is a member of the CG Earth group, and he has been with ITC for a short period. He has also been the executive officer of Coconut Lagoon in Kumaragam, and has additional responsibility of creating and orchestrating a variety of engaging experience for the guests of CG Earth. He is now the director of CG Earth with additional responsibility of the wellness properties of the group, and has a specific mandate for rapid expansion. Presently, the CEO of CG Earth, Siddharth, is also a mentor for others who are willing and ready to take on similar challenges. Over to you, Mr. Siddharth.
Thank you. Can you start my? Do I control the slide or?
I think they are doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Can leave it there. A very good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed an honor and privilege for me to have the opportunity to share my thoughts on the subject of wellness. I'm not an expert in the field of wellness. However, over the years of being involved in our enterprise, CG Earth, in the hospitality sector, and stepping into wellness over the last decade and a half has given me some insight into the subject. And I'd like to share some of our learnings and experiences and ideas. Our transition, so to speak, of focusing on wellness happened over the years when we started realizing the changing travel needs of travelers. More and more people were seeking wellness solutions as a focused curative system, as well as people who wanted to combine holiday making with certain wellness options. This led to CGH starting to focus on creating a focused wellness offering. As we speak, we have 4 offerings in CGH Earth, apart from our leisure properties, which are Kalari Kovilagam and Kalari Rasayana, which are NABH accredited Ayurveda hospitals. We have a naturopathy hospital, which is called Prakriti Shakti, and we have a wellness resort, which is called Swaswara. So what I'm going to talk, what I would like to pitch or talk about this afternoon is just an idea which for Kerala. Wellness, I've put on the screen what is the the definition of wellness. It is a very vast subject, and I have been reading over a lot on the subject, and it is as a size, the sector wellness is so big. It's as per the IMF data based in 2017. It accounts for $4.5 trillion, accounting for 5.6% of the global economic output. This sector encompasses various elements, including physical and mental wellness, wellness tourism, spa economy, personal and beauty care products, nutrition, weight loss, preventive and personalized medicine, traditional and complementary medicine. So this is a very vast area, and of course the size of the sector is huge. The point I'm trying to make is how can Kerala use this, get a slice of this pie? Kerala has various advantages when we speak of wellness. My emphasis, therefore, is the thoughts and ideas on the possibility of Kerala to tap into this colossal opportunity. Kerala has been growing as a tourism destination. Kerala has been acknowledged for its unique model. It is the model has been referred to as the Kerala model, whereas from a poor region in the 1950s, Kerala has evolved as one of the places on the planet where it enjoys the highest human development indices compared to the modern world. With all these realities, the thought is how does Kerala really benefit from it? When we look at Kerala, we have a lot of advantages to really take a slice of this huge, the economic activity of wellness. We are a globally recognized destination on all scores. We have won many accolades in this front. Our HDI matrices are comparable with the most developed countries in the world. We enjoy moderate to good weather around the year. Quality of our air, AQIs, and our water quality is still good. Our human capital is known for the kind of nursing I think the world depends on, comes out of Kerala. The quality of our professional doctors and all of that is again the best. We've got connectivity, 4 international airports in this small landscape. A very highly developed, Kerala has invested heavily in health services and education, both of which we've got extremely high quality infrastructure available in health services. We have been identified as the birthplace of Ayurveda. I think a very important subject in this score would be Kerala's management of the COVID crisis. We have won many accolades internationally when it was on fronts of low mortality, on fronts of how the population managed the situation. So considering all this and the reality of COVID, I think Kerala's position as becoming a leader as far as wellness is concerned is it's emerging more and more. Look at the COVID situation, what has happened. Health, in all our mindsets, health has become center stage. We every morning we wake up and we want to check our oximeters. We want to check do we have a cough, do we have a cold. We need to be in the prime of our health. Maintaining good mental and physical health is no longer a luxury. It has become an absolute necessity. Comorbidities, everybody knows about this comorbidities. One needs to see how can we get involved in reversing and managing of comorbidities. Lifestyle changes, conscious holidaying and mindfulness. So the point I'm making is COVID has really awakened a certain sense of consciousness in people to become much more aware of one's health. All these points again put us in a position that Kerala can really come to the forefront as far as wellness, getting a bigger pie of the wellness sector. The areas I'm talking about would be in terms of medical tourism, both allopathic, that is modern medicine, as well as traditional and holistic medicine. Senior and assisted living, age homes of all kinds. This opportunity would also unleash a lot of employment opportunities to our people, in the sense that today most Keralites, in spite of all the education, they are seeking employment outside. We can, through this sector, create a lot of opportunities across segments within Kerala. High quality, fruitful employment. We have the advantage of, an infrastructure that is already in place. Airports, connectivity, road, medical services, highly educated people. All of that can put us in a position to take an early mover advantage. We've got, the demand is domestic and international. It is sought after as a tourism destination, but what I'm pitching is as a wellness destination. Kerala is an easy destination, easy and welcoming. No matter what your language or culture is, Kerala accommodates. You have come. We have a history. Historically, we have accommodated different cultures that have come into our lands. So it is an easy place to come into. We can all operate at different price points. So the point that I'm again emphasizing on is this is a huge opportunity for Kerala to really, it can be the new thrust area for Kerala to focus on, as in offering wellness in all its dimensions. What are the challenges this will throw up is how do we forge a long-term vision for Kerala as a destination? There are so many pulls and how do we sustain it over different governments, different over a time period, sustaining a vision, ensuring that Kerala remains green and clean to accommodate this opportunity. We need to have policymakers who understand this vision and ensure that all the policies are in sync with, to take this forward. We can attract and retain our human capital in Kerala. We have a huge challenge as far as management of waste is concerned. I think Kerala has remained green, but unfortunately, we must face the fact that over the last couple of years, we have seen huge changes, which is now leading to my next point. Global warming impacts are being felt. We've never had cyclones and landslides and all of that, which we are seeing much more often. So these are some of the challenges, but my feeling is that if we can really put down a policy, we have this huge opportunity. Kerala is take ownership of Ayurveda and all the traditional healing sciences, yoga, naturopathy, including we've got the best of modern medicine. Using all of that, even products of beauty and nutrition and all of that is a huge opportunity where Kerala can really now make ourselves known for as a wellness destination. And I think across sectors, we can all benefit if we could move in this direction. From our own point of view, we have seen that CGH Earth, which was a leisure resort company, we are moving more and more. We see the opportunity that Kerala has, and whenever we do it in Kerala, we see how easily it fits into this ecosystem when we can offer wellness in Kerala. So the proposal I'm again making is that to make Kerala the world's leading wellness destination. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Siddharth. And in fact, it was quite interesting. And in fact, I would say it's a powerful speech. As mentioned by you, to tap into this colossal opportunity, tourism entrepreneurs need to again observe, think, and discuss regarding the way how this has the true potential to analyze the true